Here's an insight as to what it's like to be an online and in-person PT.
Perhaps an advantage to the vegan and vegetarian women. Potentially a high price to pay though just to get laid.
What can I get, Steve?
Can I get Americano, please?
Anything else, Steve?
That's all, thank you.
Jordan Green lifting experience. We'll take one from here.
So I started my day, usual, on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday, they're kind of my early coaching days. So I got up at 5 AM, walk the dog, it's off to work. Typically when I'm doing my kind of morning clients, the way I've structured my days is that on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday, that's my main coaching days. And I'll kind of typically work between 6 AM and maybe 10 or 11 of just kind of seeing my kind of VIP, in-person clients.
Is this thing on?
A lot of these clients are mostly focused on either Olympic weightlifting or CrossFit, or maybe even a combination of the two. Today I had a little bit of a gap, had two clients in at 6 and 7. There's some clips here of Drew. YouTube channel of all time. I've been working with him for a wee bit now, basically just working on his Olympic lifting as well as trying to get him stronger over his squat bench dead. Olympic lifting is completely new to him and his growth has been pretty mad. And yes, stay tuned for some exciting stuff with Drew as well coming up in the near future. Big Sally boy. I had a new client in at 6. I didn't want to film too much of that because I just actually wanted to spend some time focusing in on the session. I've been with Drew for a while so he doesn't mind it. I had a bit of a gap, so that's when I took part in a little bit of fitness for myself. So I started with the hardest thing for me in my training day. I had 2 training sessions today. The first one being a 40-minute EMOM. Minute 1 it was 15 calories on a ski. Minute 2 was 15 kettlebell swings overhead with the 24. And then minute 3 was 10 burpee box jump overs. Minute 4 rest, did that for 10 total rounds. Then after that kind of little bit of a gap, fucked about on socials, got some posts lined up for the rest of the week, and I had my boy Deck in. So if you've been following me for a wee bit, Deck's been on the channel a couple of times. I've been on his channel as well. You should check his stuff out. And me and Deck, I've been working with Deck for a little bit of a while now, again teaching him the art of weightlifting. He's been fucking smashing it. Here's some of his lifts. Up! Yes mate! Oh, fucking best one yet. Speed on that. Stick the landing a wee half cent longer for his right, but everything else is perfect. Up! Mate! 2, 4. Fucking not a problem, man. Nearly chucked that through the roof, lad. Let's go. He actually just made a post today about our training session that just, like, not went viral, but, well, it kind of did go viral. It went pretty mad, which is weird. I think just looking at it now, it's got 1,300 likes, 38k views. Like, mad, I don't get it. But that was based off one of our training sessions, and one of the things that he said on that, which was pretty cool, why it's kind of better to train with a coach rather than thinking that you know best. A couple of bits of admin, and then this fucking camera. A couple of bits of admin, and then it was session number 2 for me. Food and whatnot as well, obviously. Second session consisted of a lot of upper body pressing. Started with some bench press, 3 sets of 5 at 85 kilos, and then 3 sets of 3 at 90. It's a new progression that I'm starting. I'm kind of a little bit ahead of the Gainline guys. I kind of run a kind of cycle ahead of them. I say cycle.
Your test, D-ball, it's just basic stuff.
And there's a little bit of a rig check as well. The rig is not the best it's ever looked right now, kind of a little bit more body fat than I would like. So between now and the competition that I'm going to be taking part in with my good training partner and other client James, it's going to be the kind of mid-October or start of October. So I'm going to really try and train hard, get the rig in check for this, hopefully get a good result. And then last but not least, I wanted to kind of highlight a couple of people I've been working with as well. I want to shout out 2 boys who have kind of went through a little bit of a testing phase within their training, and I've seen some pretty mad results. So the first guy I want to talk about is Big Mike. Shout out Big Mike. Mike is a coach as well. I used to work with Mike way back in the day when I used to work in Everlast. I wasn't even a PT when I was in Everlast. I was the assistant general manager.
Ooh, you're hard, showing off.
But Michael has recently just undergone some pretty hefty PBs. It's been a little bit of impromptu. We thought we were going to have a competition in about a month or two time. Long story short, we're not doing it anymore, but we decided to test a little bit early anyway, and he got a deadlift PB of 170, snatch PB of 80, which has been a long time coming for him. That was plus 5 kilos, and a squat PB for 160, that's again plus 5 kilos. He's been going for this 80 kilo snatch for a while, and he's made this look fucking easy. Like, that doesn't even look like a PB. It was 160, this was huge. The last time he PB'd his squat was back in our kind of team session. That he hit 155 then. He's just blown 160 out of the water. His journey's been pretty fucking wild. I think when we first started, I'm gonna find this, I found it. So with Michael, his clean and jerk has went up by 20 kilos since started working together. His squat has now went up 30 kilos since we started working together. And his bench press, 4 reps, has increased by 10 kilos. 10, probably, he's got more in the tank, he's shooting for that 120. He's squatting 160 now, which is 30 kilo difference. And then benching 100 for reps. And like I said, there was a few more that I probably missed, like the deadlift one. So we've added at least 60 to 70 kilos on his lifts, like maybe even more, throughout the kind of process of working together, which is pretty mad. Pretty mad. And the next person I want to highlight is Jamie. Now, Jamie is the definition of a grafter. So here, we started working together in January. He's just hit a back squat there. He's PB'd his back squat by 15 kilos. Started at 100, he's now at 115. His bench press is at 77.5 and it's now at 90. His squat snatch is now hitting comfortable reps at 55 kilos. It was a movement he'd really done. His squat clean went from 77.5 in January to 82.5. And the 77.5 kilo in January, it was also a 5 or 7.5 kilo PB as well. To put this into context as well, I think Jamie's at round about 60 kilos in body weight, so 90 kilo bench for someone that's about 60 kilos, 62 kilos is class. Like, that's top end strength. So the reason I want to highlight those guys is because they are grafters. They put in the work. Now, it's all well and good, I just kind of give them the things that they need to do. But the thing about those two guys, and those two guys in particular, is that they just do what's meant to be done. The work's there, it's meant to be done, and they just fucking do it, and they just attack it relentlessly. I don't have all the answers. People think as soon as they sign up to a PT, they think they've got all the fucking answers, and then that's it, their problem solved because they're with a PT or they're with a coach. However, that couldn't be further from the truth. What often has to take place is you have to put in the work. I'm going to help you. I know what I do works. There's evidence of it there. It's just whether or not you're up to the task of actually doing the shit that needs to be done day in, day out. So that's a quick tutorial? What? That's a quick day in the life of me. I'm now going to sit, get some admin done, update some programs, get back to some messages, scroll on TikTok for half an hour. Let's go! How do you do so much work, Jordan? You've been up since 5. I've got fucking 2 caffeinated drinks at the one time, that's why. The next video could be on caffeine. Anyway guys, if you want to know more about my programs and how they can help you, there's links down below. If you want to learn how to weightlift, check on that link that's in the bio. That'll just ask for your email address. I'm going to be sending some emails on how to get started for a free 4-week Olympic lifting program. Follow me on all the socials, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You can check the links if you want to know more about my one-to-one service or my group coaching Gainline Strength. Peace!